Hey Travel fam, what's up? It's me, Travelingtio. We are in San Jose, California. We're gonna drive down, try to drive some of the Big Sur while I show you guys. So let's see. We got a nice Jeep by Hertz. So yep. Hey Travel fam, what's up? It's me, Travelingtio. So right now I'm just like 2 miles north of Cambria, California. Pretty much this is like the end of the Big Sur, which is about 90 miles from here north, almost to San Jose, which unfortunately this time I couldn't drive north of where I was, down all the way down south. The road is closed right now for something happened in the road. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna start here, drive north for maybe 50 miles, and then come back down while I go down to LA area. And yeah, that beauty. We're gonna take the roof off. It's a little chilly, but you have to. Like I have to. So yeah, stay tuned. Hey Travel fam, so yeah, just make a quick stop. So all along the 90 miles long length, you can find like little stops, little parks, so you can appreciate the view. Yeah, you can chill, relax, take it easy. But we're gonna keep driving north for maybe like 30 more miles and just stop along the road. All right, so stay tuned. Hey, Travel fam. So we're using another viewpoint of the Big Sur. Fun fact: Big Sur means Big South in English. Yeah. So like I said, 90-mile stretch. You go through the coast. There's a lot of mountains in the coast, and it's beautiful. So if you keep going north, going up in the Big Sur, I mean, you're gonna cross the Big Creek Bridge, which is one of the most photographic bridges in the United States. It's gorgeous. That's unfortunately the portion that is closed out right now. So yeah, I will try to put a picture so you can see it, but it's gorgeous. Hey, Travel fam. Yeah, look at this view. Beautiful. So yeah, this stretch of the highway, the US 1, was built in 1930s. It took about 15 years to build, to complete, and a lot of dynamite. If you saw that, you're gonna see this drive, the hills, the mountains. They had to take a lot out to build this road. World Travel fam. This is the Big Sur. I hope you really enjoy it, and it was very relaxing for you as it was for me driving it. There's nothing like an open road. I normally like to drive in every country that I go, so more episodes will come of that. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Press that bell notification button. Leave your comment. If you're enjoying the content, please help me reach my goal of 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you for watching.